Boya, my name is Major Slack. Thanks for joining me again. Welcome back to my pre-nightmare difficulty Banzai survival challenge. No meds, no food, no water, 120 neuromods, 150 enemy kills, and I have to beat the game in 4.5 hours or less. Yeah. And fair warning, fasten your seatbelts because I'm going to step on the gas. I'm not kidding. I'm going to blast through G.U.T.S, the Arboretum, and the crew quarters all in this video, all in 30 minutes. So here we are in G.U.T.S. There's only one real obstacle in this Banzai run through G.U.T.S, and that is getting through the door halfway through. Now you can get the keycard off Kimberly Bomo, or you can go this other way. And the biggest problem is cystoids. Having to avoid taking damage in this run, these cystoids are going to really present a problem here, but I figured I'd just go down below here, race down here. This is a bit of a risky maneuver, and just blast through here. The thing is, they're slow to kind of like get on you, but once they get on you, then they really present a problem. Then glue up this fan right here, which will stop it, and then you can go in here, and then you can skip the whole get the key code from Kimberly Bomo thing. You don't even have to do that. You just bypass that door. Sometimes cystoids follow you in, so that's why I turned around. Take a little pause for the cause, and now we're gonna go blasting on the other side. Hang on to some cystoids here. Take care of them with the glue cannon. And there's this little container on the left there. You see just to the left of the cystoids. I just want to go racing in there and grab a neuromod, possibly a first aid kit. Lots going on my hood today, and it's still summertime here in Montreal, Quebec, so the microphone may be picking up some street traffic and trucks and garbage trucks and maybe even a wood chipper, because we're still cleaning up after that big storm last week. Yeah, took a little hit there. Blew up the broken electrical junction. And now we have to go into the magnetosphere.
Normal gravity detected.
Okay, in here we have to get the key code or the key card to continue. This is a bit of a procedure.
Langley! Hey, what's the matter?
This will explain it all.
Whoa, what? Who's dead?
Anders! I tried to call security,
Do you need a medical team?
I said he's dead, Langley!
Okay, tag Anders Klein.
Laurel, take a deep breath.
Get the safe code in here.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Anders went into the
Open the safe and get some goodies.
The coils had been flaking on us. I don't know what happened exactly, but there was a pulse. I think it cooked him in his suit.
God, I'm so sorry, Laurel. Can you get up to the Arboretum?
No, Anders had the key card.
Okay, got it. Listen, just sit tight. Don't go into that chamber. I'm gonna find Chief Elazar. We got a security team your way ASAP.
Okay, so Anders has the key card in the Zappy chamber. Lots of cystoid nests in here. I figured out the best way to take care of them is a recycler grenade. Unfortunately, it didn't do a thorough job, and it left one alive, which I didn't see until the last moment, and it zapped me. It took some of my health. Because I was doing pretty good, I recovered some of my health. Right there. Got right up on my face. Took a little bit of damage. Okay, so now I have to wait for the next magnetosphere blast, and then we're gonna go racing in there and get the key card off Anders Klein. Got to do this quick. Oh, we got him tagged, so we know exactly where he is.
Warning, seek shelter. Plasma shockwave in 5, 4.
By the way, my heart goes out to everybody in Texas who is underwater. I saw a lot of photos on New York Times. It's just astounding what you guys are going through. Okay, get the key card off Anders Klein. Now we get to get the F out of Dodge quickly before the magnetoscope fires again. I got stuck here, panicked a little bit. Stay calm, Slack, and we're out. Now that we've got that, all we have to do is get past some corrupted operators that are going to spawn outside here. And the best thing to do is just kind of wait them out. See, they just came in there, and then we're just kind of float over them. Right here, float, float, float. Speed run right past them, go out the door, and boom, we're good. Spinning around, Slack.
4, 3, 2.
And now we can go into the cargo tunnel. From here, we're just gonna go blasting right into the Arboretum.
Don't let them do this to you.
We're not gonna stop for the stuff on that guy that will let us into the Black Box Project quest, which will give us the Q-beam cell ammo fabrication plant. We don't need that. We can get that somewhere else. So I'm just gonna go blasting by this Weaver here. No problem. The Arboretum, the exit to the Arboretum is just up ahead on the left there.
The power plant has been compromised.
And there you go. Guts done in 6 minutes flat. Like I said, some of those procedures are a little risky, but yeah, it can be done.
I'm doing the best I can.
Micah, this is Security Chief Elazar. Can you hear me? Sarah? Yes, I can hear you. Been trying to patch into the PA. My team's in the cargo bay, and those things are in here too. They're crawling all over.
Okay, that's enough out of you, Sarah. Okay, now fortunately there's a recycler in here. Tag up a mimic. Reload the stun gun. Zap him and whack him. And there's a couple of neuromods in the toolbox to the right there. Right. Actually, on the guy. Right, that guy right there. Did they say a couple neuromods? One neuromod. Okay, a little bit of suit repair here. I'm going so fast I can't even keep up with what I'm doing. Leverage 2 skill. Let's get the abilities to allow us to run faster, which is very important, of course, for obvious reasons. Yeah, I actually had to take notes. Even though I know exactly what I'm doing, I had to take notes and prioritize what I was going to do commentary on, because, like I said, I'm going so fast I just can't keep up. Okay, next, let's get up into the Arboretum. Loot this guy. First thing we're going to do in the Arboretum is get a turret. Jump over here and get some goodies off this guy. And then fix the turret right over here. This will be useful. Fix that up. Fortify him. Bring him along. This will take care of some mimics that always spawn right here. Plunk that down, set it up. Loot this guy while the mimics go get shot down by the turret and or go running by. Sometimes they kind of get away on the left or the right there.
Controls on workstations or keypads may result in electric shock.
Quit fooling around, Slack.
If you're having trouble accessing
Okay, fire alarm bell. Right down this corridor right here.
Security.
Right here. Whack that 3 times. Get some neuromods out of that. We're not going to free up the main lift yet. And I just went into Lily Morris's inventory to avoid playing her transcribe. Because I find it very distracting, those transcribes. Some of them are unavoidable. Next, let's go free up the entrance to the crew quarters. There's a phantom right there. Let's set up a turret here. Blow away the glue with a shotgun. Turret goes after the phantom. See if we can get a couple of surprise or sneak attacks with the shotgun. And that's that. He's down. Now check out this flying buckshot shampoo I do. Check this out. Whee! Boom! Dude. Just love it. I got a big rush out of doing that. Okay, next. There's this little kind of like chest table clearing right up here. There's a neuromod on the guy there. Actually, it's on the table there. Grab that. And then I found a new way to get into Alex's office. Just go around the back of this thing here. Plunk some glue right here. And you can climb up here. This is a lot easier than the way I showed you in my walkthrough. and climb up on these rocks here. And this will put you almost like directly opposite Alex's office once you get up on these rocks here. Put some glue here to help you get up. And then all you have to do is just float on over there. Use the propulsion suit and that's it. You're right at the front door of Alex's office. Get a neuromod there. Weapon upgrade kit there. We got the key code to his safe earlier on.
I broke your arm when I found out. I regret that now.
Get some more neuromods in here, plunk in the code.
Messing with my stuff.
Once again, I'm skipping the transcribe to avoid playing it so that it doesn't distract me, so that's why I went, instead of just grabbing everything. Alright, Stealth 3, we can now sprint without making noise, which is very useful. So we got full stealth. Next I want to go get Jada Mark's key card, the card to her cabinet. It's right down here. This is very important so we can get the golden gun. And those mimics are always disguised as boxes over there on the right there. 2 of them. I don't want to go down in there with the shotgun because it's a little too dangerous. They're greater mimics. Okay, so all clear. This is the guy you can loot to get that super fruit quest. But we're not going to do that because we're not allowed to eat anything. And I accidentally played that transcribe. Okay, watch out for the zappy thing. Loot this gal here for the keycard to Jada Mark's cabin and a transcribe which will give you the key code to her safe. Sorry I'm stepping on the dialogue, there's just no time to say all this. Okay, so now we got the key card to Jada Mark's cabin and the key code to her safe. We'll talk about that in a minute. Down here, I'm waiting for a thermal phantom to pass by up ahead. He always passes by, and I want to tag him so I can keep track of him, but wouldn't you know it, I'm recording, so getting the recording handicap, everything goes differently. I'm sitting here waiting. Where's my thermal phantom? What's going on here? So now I gotta go down and take my chances. There's also an etheric phantom. It's extremely dangerous down there right now. So I can't wait any longer because I'm wasting too much time up here, so I just decided to go down. And he's right there on my left. I kind of missed him at first. And then boom. And he zaps me a good one. Boom, yeah, it took half my health practically. And then, of course, I get flanked by the etheric phantom. He's not dead yet. Him I managed to take down without any damage. But now, I'm right back to major injuries again. Health status. Minor, major, or life-threatening. I would say major right now. Half my health is gone. One good whack from a phantom and I'm dead. Okay, so let's go get the key card to the storage room under this rock here. Storage room A2. That's important. It's got a couple neuromods in there. And down to the entrance to deep storage. Take the grav shaft down. Hit that up to continue the next quest. Or rather, just spawn the next quest.
How's it coming?
I can't get this damn thing open. Where's Danielle?
Still not answering.
Hit up the door, Slack. There
Danielle
we go.
tied the lock to her voice. We need her to speak the key phrase or we're not getting in here.
Would voice samples work? Transcribe recordings?
Yes.
Okay, so that's it. I'm stepping on the dialogue. Sorry, there's no time. We got the next quest, Gathering Echoes. We have to gather a whole bunch of voice samples of Daniel Show's voice from the crew quarters, just down to my right there. But first, let's go into storage room A2, and there's a phantom right in here. Let's do a sneak attack, try to recover some of our health, which we did. Very good. A couple of neuromods in here. Right, boom, there. Ran out of room, so I'm gonna have to make some, or rather dismantle some of these weapons for spare parts. Don't need any more like organic materials, so forget about the flowers. And that is it. Down we go into the crew quarters. Yeah. G.U.T.S and Arboretum. 15 minutes flat. Let's do the crew quarters. Here the priorities are, first of all, I want to upgrade the stun gun. The range on the stun gun gives us a whole bunch of mind-controlled humans in here, and they have a nasty way of rushing at you and then blowing up, and you take a lot of damage. And I can't afford to have that happening in this this Banzai survival run. I died so many times practicing for this, so I figured that's the best thing to do. Increase the range on the stun gun so we could zap them. And just take them right out of action. Next, let's free up the recycler room that's up here. Always a phantom in here. Zap him with the stun gun. Buckshot shampoo, finish him off. Sometimes a mimic will follow you in. There he is. Got a little excited. Watch out for that. He may come in and try to ambush you. He's got the key code to the executive suites. There's a mimic trying to pull a fast one. He's down, and let's recycle everything to make some room in our inventory. Priority number 1 right now is tagging Emma Beatty in the security room. Emma Beatty has one of the voice samples. Then we're going to go through the crew cabins very quickly, get some essentials. Okay, recycled everything. Down to the security room.
How many bodies do we have, huh?
Or security monitor right there. The game forces you to download the area map before you can get access to anything else. Now hit up these like so-called surveillance recordings. This will unlock storage container 3232. I'll talk about that later. There we got Emma Beatty. Emma Beatty tagged. She's in the fitness center always. And here comes this street cleaner. I don't know if you're going to pick this up on the microphone, but good grief, between the traffic noise and the NPC dialogue, it's a wonder I can hear myself think. Okay, here we are in Jade and Mark's cabin. And we got to play this dialogue to get the key code to the safe. The golden gun. Dynamic key code every time.
Another 2 hours, but I need you to come in now. Is everything okay?
Okay, so we got the golden gun. This will replace our pistol. So now we can dismantle our pistol and start working on
Right away, Captain.
upgrading the golden gun. I may have already dismantled the pistol. Did I? Yes, I did. Okay. Pick up the pace, Slack. Yeah, alright. Trying to keep up here, like I said. I'm stepping on the gas. Okay, here we go. Let's plunk a whole bunch of weapon upgrade kits into the golden gun. This is going to be very useful. It's going to be our long-range weapon, because the shotgun obviously only works short range. And the Q-beam is going to have limited applications. So this is going to be very useful. And fortunately, we got a whack ton of weapon upgrade kits. There we go. Damage and range. Now, I want to lay a trap for this voltaic phantom that's always at the end of the hall here in the crew cabin side. He always spawns right there. What I want to do is zap him as much as I can with the golden pistol. I'm going to run at it. Now run away. Hide out here. He always spawns a little electro mimic with him. And they come at you. See, you can see them tagged up on the right side of the screen there. So the mimic's going to go on point, come at you. I'm waiting for him to come out. Throw out another recycler grenade. First one blows. Didn't quite do the job. Throw out another one. This takes care of the mimic. And now I'll do a surprise attack with a shotgun on the phantom, and then I'll finish him off. Yeah, I know, I made it look easy, but it's actually it's a pretty risky operation. Pretty much everything I'm doing here is pretty risky. Let's go into Igwe's cabin, get a neuromod here. And then that is it, I believe, for crew cabins A. Let's go to the fitness center where we have Emma Beatty tagged up. Now this is the worst case scenario. She spawns at a random location in the fitness center. We definitely need her to get a voice sample And the worst case scenario is she could be in the pool with the telepath, which I definitely don't want to take on. I don't want to take on a telepath. I just want to get in here, zap MMVD, get the voice sample off her, and run. So, I never had this happen in any of my practice runs. Yes, I'm sitting there going, how come she's way back there? Is she in the pool? Ah, damn it, she's in the pool. Okay, so now I wasn't prepared for this eventuality, so I was thinking, what do I do? So I figured just speed run in, just carry on, speed run in, ignore the telepath. Here, I'm still kind of hoping she's in the locker room. She's not in the locker room, so she's in the pool. So I have no choice. I got to speed run in, zap her, quickly grab the voice sample, and run out. So there's the telepath. Okay, load up the stun gun in advance and run for it. Yeah, like I said, extremely dangerous. And here Mr. Fumblefingers took over, put on the scope instead of just, like, you know, looting her. And we got the voice sample, it's playing right now. Don't forget the neuromods upstairs, Slack. I think I was just taking cover from the telepath in case they followed me. Okay, here we go, we're good. Now let's set up the fire alarm for some more neuromods. Another secret stash. And finally a neuromod upstairs on the counter. But there could be some more mind control humans up there. There's one right there. Let's see if we can zap him or her. There's another one up there. See, that's why I upgraded the range on the stun gun. Very important. Okay, grab the neuromod, and that's it. So we're out of here. Let's go do crew cabins B. Now, all the while we're still working on this voice samples objective. So we've got one now. We got to work it up to 100%. So we got up to 10%. This is Bellamy's cabin. 3 neuromods in there. Next door, I believe, is I forget whose cabin this is, but there's just kind of like some chump loot in here, which we recycle. Next is Daniel Show's cabin. There's always a phantom in here. See if we can get a sneak attack on him. Recover some health. There we go. Daniel Show's cabin is good for 2 voice samples. And here comes that street cleaner again. I'm just gonna keep doing the commentary over it. Hopefully the microphone won't pick it up. Okay, so one voice sample is in the computer. The other one is in this transcribe, which you have to repair in order to get going. Now at this point, my voice samples are piling up, so they can't play fast enough to keep up. Another voice sample in this transcribe in the habitation pods at the end.
What you're going to do is have dinner with me. What? You say what a lot when you should say yes. Yes? See? All settled. Don't worry about the transcribes. It's not against regulation. So,
here you go, let's do some
in
recycling.
this game or not?
In the habitation pods, the transcribe you pick up is Sky Braxton. Just reading from my notes here, Sky Braxton. It's the second row on the right.
What are you doing? Are you recording this? Joint transcribes are fun. They are not. It's like mental scrapbooking. You both save the moments that matter.
Okay, now I want to get a turret out of the yellow tulip bar. There's always a mimic in the front. There he is right there. Let's go blast him. Maybe another one inside. Watch out for him. May go running past us or something. Watch out, watch out. Using the scope to try and tag him. Grab the turret, fix it, fortify it. There's the mimic.
Only to catch you if you suddenly collapse. And only if you keep me from punching Alex if I drink too much.
Okay, and into the theater. Another voice sample in here.
Deploying.
This is full of cystoids. And And that annoying street cleaner is outside.
Today, future us, we are not calling ourselves that. Today, I was able to convince my beautiful but stubborn partner to
Okay, you stopped
to
me.
stay in bed and not report
Okay,
for
in the
extra
theater,
shifts.
second row,
This is the reward
on the
I
right,
get.
underneath the chairs, is another voice sample. Now, there's a bunch of cystoids in there, and I just like ran out of, you know, total panic because I could hear them coming. So set up the turret here, go over to the right side. This should take care of them. Blast that cystoid nest there that blows them up. All the cystoids cannot jump over the seat, so they have to go off to the left there, and the turret will ambush them if they try to do that. We'll work our way down here. That's it. Look under the seat, grab the transcribe, and we got another voice sample.
I found your sticky note. The one under
Let's
the
go back
desk
to the yellow
with your
tulip.
password. Wait, you were under my desk? Look, you need to keep your password safe, all right? I'm watching out for you because I love
This
you.
is the toughest one to get.
Love me?
In
love
here
you
we have
enough
to get
crawl under your
Daniel's
desk.
song
I
recording,
totally wasn't
and the
looking for
game's
the
gonna
pen I
force
dropped.
us
Flatter.
to hang on, I'll be back in a sec. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, just waiting for the sidewalk cleaner to get out of range. It was so noisy I could barely hear myself think. Okay, so here we are in the studio in the yellow tulip. Now we have to get the power turned on. Got the turret set up in the studio itself. Looking out for mimics. Got to go down here to this maintenance access panel. Go down the tunnel, down to the end, turn on the power. And then we can start playing the song in the studio. And we have to wait out the song until the entire song plays, otherwise you won't get credit for this voice sample. In the meantime, the game's gonna send a phantom and a thermal phantom at you, and you gotta defend yourself against them. This is another tough area. Okay, playing the song, got the turret set up, gonna go out, I'm gonna let the turret kind of like draw fire from them. And here I just want to make sure my null wave transmitter is properly tagged, properly hotkeyed. Phantom should spawn any minute, right about any minute now. There it is. Zoom in quickly. Now quickly take a null wave transmitter and throw it off to the left here, no matter what, just kind of preemptively throw it. And I'm waiting to hear if it affected the thermal phantom, and it did. So then I just rushed out and went out with a shotgun. Sometimes you miss, you know. It's kind of like luck of the draw because I throw it quickly. Okay, so those two guys are down. I have to continue the recording because they left the studio. And I have music turned off in this run, so you don't hear the recording, but normally you would. You see the countdown on the left side of the screen there. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it's done. We get credit for that voice sample. So now we are at, waiting for the screen to give us an update here. I think even the game is running a little bit on 90%. Here's the best way to get the voice sample in the recreation room. I just jump across the balconies here, and there's a voice sample on the table there, including a mimic. This will avoid a poltergeist that is down on the first floor, so you don't even have to deal with it. Just grab that transcribe,
Elias has Stab Fellow has
and that should be it.
vanished into
That
the
should be it.
darkness beyond
All the voice
tower
samples.
door. The only sign of him is
Now,
his
originally I was just
blood
gonna exit,
trail. But as you watch,
but I decided to go
Flagstone
loot the
seems to
executive
drink
suites
in the
because
blood, the cracks glistening red. Oh, Jesus
I'm
Christ,
figuring
Doris.
this voice sample has to
Don't
play
be such a
completely
baby.
before
We either head through
I
the
exit,
door,
otherwise
forget
the
that, just ain't our warrior.
it'll get cut off,
Unless you can handle
and
the
the
entire
quest
path
like
of
won't
Ratman,
advance. You know what I mean?
spell-less wonder. We don't have much choice. Elias, sorry, Stab Fellow.
So up to the executive suites, we have the key code to that.
Hell no.
Grab some stuff in
You
Alex's
hear
apartment, including some
nothing
neuromods.
from the darkness. It has swallowed Stab Fellow completely.
All right, let me light a torch.
Hey guys, sorry I'm late. Station-wide OS
And
upgrade.
that
I
is
held
it.
Bellamy's hand through the whole process.
Yeah,
Alex,
Banzai
do you
run.
have my character sheet? You made it.
Coming up next, deep storage,
Yes,
the
right
cargo bay, And yeah, we're going to keep the pace up. Thanks a lot for watching. See you next video. Hey guys, real walkthroughs like these are an endangered species here on YouTube. For a complete lowdown on the YouTube video game walkthrough scene, check out my Patreon page and please consider making a donation to yours truly, Major Slack, to help keep real walkthroughs alive on YouTube. You can donate as little as $1. That's $1, that's all. That's all it takes, alright? Thanks a lot, really appreciate it.